huge part of the game. And to think of a boxer saying, I'm having mental challenges and I need to step away from the sport, especially a young man, it was unthinkable. But commendable in this era. Like, mental health is an important part of health, period. So seeing Ryan Garcia go through that publicly, get cheers and cheers for it, now having to return to the ring to a serious challenge, what do you think it has done for him as a fighter and as a man?
Brave to come out and openly, publicly, let the world know what you're facing and what you're suffering and what you're dealing with. And be as young as he is even more braver to do that. But you have to look at who and the people that will help, or it will help for him to do that. I don't think Ryan went out to do it to necessarily save the world or try to, but he made a lot of people think if this young man can come out being a professional fighter, all the ego and all the other stuff that comes with knowing you're the best, saying you're the best, and fighting like you're the best, it was brave. And I believe it helped so many people that maybe was facing that same situation that might not ever meet Ryan, but read about it, heard about it, heard him talk about it. You never know who you touch in the world when you become someone of interest in sports of the sweet science. On that note, Ryan expressing and putting his personal business, health business, mental business to the world. Brave.
That's a commentary on the kind of man he is. Now, when it comes to fighting, he's an undefeated fighter. We know that fighters have to have that air of invincibility, sometimes to the point of delusion even, but accepting that he has weaknesses and putting his flaws before the world and saying, I need to heal, is there a risk that there creates doubt when he steps through those ropes this next time and he's not sure what he has, even mentally, to bring to the fight?
It's a risk if he don't believe in himself. It's a risk every time you step in that ring, whether you're dealing with mental illness or any other illness. If you're not mentally prepared and physically prepared, it's normally not a good outcome. But this is Ryan's time. Why is his time? Why is it not his time? And why is it his time? It's his time because he knows he has to now put all the stuff and all the things that he exposed to everyone to the side and now do what he needs to do. And that's what I believe that Ryan's focus now is, to go forward, to move forward and put all that behind him and be the best he can be come Saturday night. Because at the end of all talks and all debates is what you do and how it ends and what effects you leave on people when that fight's over.
You're a very accomplished fighter yourself.
Change all that thought. I'm saying it changes all the negative thought of all that.
You're a very accomplished fighter yourself, to say the least. And you know there has been a war of words between Canelo and Ryan these past several months. Canelo says you have to accomplish, you have to achieve before you can criticize somebody like me who's accomplished and achieved so much. Do you feel he has a point there?
I feel that Ryan is speaking his heart, which is emotions, and how he feels whatever went on between him and Canelo. And Canelo made some points of how Ryan needs to get serious. And Ryan believes he's always been serious. even in spite of others who question his passion for the sweet science. Ryan now has a incentive now to prove not only Canelo wrong as time go on. This won't be just one fight that do that. To me, I believe in Ryan, and I also believe it would backfire on those who think that words to some or most can actually turn out to be what they predicted. But I believe that Ryan is going to use that as energy, use that as motivation to not surpass today wrongs are right, but make them wrong. How do Ryan make them wrong? Win. Whether Rahim, winning is everything. Don't let no one ever say that it's different. He wins, and he wins, and he unifies, and he defends. Now we're talking about legacy, but it's a long way from here. When he wins Saturday, impressively, by knockout, we're going to say line him up.
Is Tank Davis first in line?
I would like to see him go get all the belts. And whether it's Tank, Hanley, or anybody else, come on with it.
Now, you know, of that top tier, people have the least confidence in Garcia as being able to compete with a Tank, even a Devin Haney. Where do you see his strengths in those matchups? You're in the conversation as to who he sees next. What's the best matchup for him at the top tier of the division?
Saturday night, this fight here will be a clear indication that Ryan's ready for all those names. And that's not taking that away from the guys that we just mentioned. To me, Tank is the division right now. But come Saturday, tomorrow, I'm guaranteed that it's going to be a different type of conversation. Not a change of who's going to win or lose. I'm talking about, like, if they sleep on Ryan because of 2 fights back, 3 fights back from his challenges that he overcame. To be in this position, to me, is a million steps forward. Saturday will be the key.
Lastly on this point, do you see anything in Tank? You say Tank's the division, but he's not a title holder in the division.
It don't mean nothing, he's the name.
Is that something new in this era, that he can be the division without holding any of the world titles?
Nothing is the same no more. COVID killed that.
Radio Rahim with the alien, Bernard Hopkins.
Peace.